Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In our previous class, we have been discussed about the polygenic inheritance, and even we have been discussed about the phyliotropy. So, what is the meaning of phyliotropy? Phyliotropy is nothing but one gene simultaneously it is performing the different character. This condition we are going to say phyliotropy. Phyliotropy means one gene performing the many characters. So we are calling it as a phyliotropy. Whereas the polygenic inheritance also we have been discussed here. Polygenic means many genes performing the one character. Many genes performing one character, whereas phyliotropy means one gene performing many character. So like that. So already this we have been discussed in our previous class by taking an example. So next let us discuss the today's topic, that is nothing but law of independent assortment or else Mendel's second law. First law already we have been discussed by conducting an experiment, call it as a monohybrid cross, by taking one example, by taking one character and crossing between the two parents. So that he conducted as a first law. The second law of independent assortment, Mendel's second law. So this law he proved this law by conducting experiment, called it as a dihybrid. So let us discuss that one. So first of all, this is the law. This law you had, if they ask in your exam is, this law you have to read as it is. So you have to write as it is. You can't write by your own. Always law and principle which have been given in this chapter, you have to write as it is. So principles of inheritance also you have to write how it is given in the same manner. Even the laws also you have to write same how they have been given. So second law what it states means, this law states that when factor for two or more pairs of contrasting character are brought together in a hybrid, they are distributed independently during the formation of gametes and result in the formation of new combination of gene in the gametes. Mendel formulated this law by conducting dihybrid cross in the garden pea plant. So to explain this second law, Mendel what he done means, he conducted an experiment. So which experiment he conducted? He conducted on the pea plant by doing the dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross means by taking the two characters he took here. So let us discuss that one. So in first law, in second law what he said means, the factors for two or more genes. Factors means what here? The genes. Factors to whom we are calling factors means the genes for two or more pairs of contrasting character. So genes for two or more characters. The genes for what here? Two or more characters. So factors means what here? Factors means genes. The genes for two or more pair of contrasting character, because characters will also be in a pairing condition. If you come to the height means height, it may be a tall or it may be a dwarf. It may be, if you come for the shape means shape may be round or a wrinkle. If you come for the color means color may be green and yellow it may present. So like that two characters. So that's why they are telling that what means pair, they are telling two or more pairs of contrasting characters are brought together. Two characters they are brought together in a hybrid, like your father. If you take the character, your father is tall, your mother is short. So it is a pair character. Both the characters will express in the hybrid. Hybrid means offspring. Now in your body, your father tall character is also present, your mother short character is also present in your body. It is not that so only your father character it is there or your mother character is there, other one parent character has been what here deleted, but it is not like that. So in your body both characters will be present. Your father character will also be present, mother character will also be present, but who will be dominate? According to that, externally phenotypically the character will be expressed. Another parent character, it will be in a recessive in condition, it will be in a hidden inside your body, and that it may be expressed in the next generation. So that's why when the genes are the two or more pairs of a contrasting character are brought together in a hybrid, two or more contrasting pair of characters are brought together in a hybrid. So if they come here means they assort means what here? They will get distributed independently. These alleles will get distributed themselves only. Alleles क्या होती है? उन्हें खुद दोनों distribute हो जाती है independently. And during the formation of gametes, when the gamete formation will take place, they distribute independently and result in the formation of a new combination. जिससे हमने क्या आता है? एक new combination will be appear in the offspring. So उन्होंने distribute होको what we will get another new type of pattern we will get, and this this they have been conducted by giving an example, call it as a dihybrid cross. So easily it can be understand. So after doing the dihybrid cross, another time after doing the dihybrid cross, I will explain you this second law clearly. Then easily you can understand this law. So let us move to dihybrid cross here. So how the dihybrid cross are inheritance of two genes, which is one of the 100%, 200%, 1000% guaranteed question for your exam. So for 5 marks this question will be appear. As I said you here previous classes also, monohybrid, incomplete and dihybrid. Among these three, one question will be 100% it will be there. तीन में से कोई सा तभी एक रहता ही रहता है, but we can't tell that. So which will come here. So तीन में से कोई सा तभी एक रहता है, लेकिन कोई सा देता है बोल नहीं सकते. नहीं तो मोनोहाइब्रिड दे सकता है, इनकम्प्लीट दे सकता है या डाइहाइब्रिड दे सकता है. या or else if you are in a good luck means two the questions they will ask here, either monohybrid or incomplete or dihybrid or incomplete. So like that they may be asked for you. If your two questions ask me 10 marks you will get from this topic only. So without forget, compulsorily 100% you have to read this concept, monohybrid, incomplete and dihybrid. So this is the three important topics. So let us discuss about this one, dihybrid cross or inheritance of two genes here. That means here two genes is nothing but two characters we are taking. Di means what here? Two. So two characters are inhibited in the offspring. Monohybrid means one character we took here, that is nothing but height character. So tall and dwarf here, one character has been inherited. But here we are taking the two characters, so that's why we are given the name as a dihybrid. We are given here two characters. Or else here inheritance means transfer of genes or characters from parents to the offspring. So inheritance of two genes here. Inheritance of what here means inheritance of two genes. Genes will get inherited. Next let us discuss this one. A cross involving two homozygous individual differing in two pairs of contrasting character is called as dihybrid cross. So what is the meaning of dihybrid cross? Means a cross involving two homozygous individual. A cross involving what here? A cross involving two homozygous individual differing in two pairs of character. So we are doing the crossing between the two parents here. In the two parents, so we are taking the two homozygous individual we are taking. So two individuals we are taking here, and these two individuals in which condition they are present? They are present in a homozygous in condition. You know very well what is the meaning of a homozygous. So if the alleles are same means we are calling it as a homozygous. If the alleles are different means we are calling it as a what here? Heterozygous we are calling. Now both they are homozygous in condition. So is called as dihybrid cross. So let us discuss this one. Any homozygous pea plant producing the round shape of a seed. So any homozygous condition producing the round shape of seed. Which is the round shape of a seed? When a pea homozygous pea plant. Which is the homozygous pea plant? See here, these are the parental phenotype. So homozygous pea, we took the two pea plants we took here. So this is one parent, this is one parent. Both are pea plant. So in that what we took here? We took the homozygous condition pea plant producing the round shape seeds. Producing the round shape seeds we took here. So here what type of seeds they took here? Round shape seeds. One of the character is round shape seed. Round shape seed, that is nothing but capital R they have been given round shape because it is in a dominant in condition, so that's why we took it. With yellow color cotyledons. For them another one character what here? Yellow color cotyledons. Yellow colored cotyledons. Yellow color cotyledons. Yellow, so that's why yellow is dominant, so that's why we are written in a capital letters YY. So while you are writing this Y, keep remember the differentiation it should be nose, which is the capital letter, which is the small letter. But many of them they will write the Y, where Y as we can't predict that, we can't understand that whether it is a capital letter or small letter. Difference it should be there between the capital letters and small letters. So this is the capital letters which is in a dominant in condition. Next with crossed with a homozygous. So this is one parent. So this is one parent. This is one parent. The parent they having the round shape of seed. Two characters we took here. This is one character. This is one character. One parent they having the round color shape seeds are present, and they are in a homozygous in condition. So that's why we are written capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital A. Another character which is the yellow color cotyledons. Cotyledons means if you break the seeds, you will find the cotyledons. So each cotyledon shape what is there? Yellow color it is present. Another case here, simultaneously they took the another one parent. और एक पेरेंट लिए उन्हें भी क्या है होमोजाइगस कंडीशन में है. So but what they are done here means the seeds are wrinkle shape. What is the shape of that seeds here means another parent seeds are wrinkle in shape. So that's why alleles will also be homozygous in condition, but they are recessive because the round shape is dominant, wrinkle shape is recessive in condition. And which is another character means another character is green color. Another character is green color cotyledons. और एक character क्या है? और एक character is green color cotyledons. Green color cotyledons we can indicate in the form of a small y, small y. Green color cotyledons we can indicate in the form of a small y, small y. We can indicate in the F1 generation. Then what we get here means we get all the plants are in heterozygous, producing the round shape of seeds with yellow cotyledon. So then they cross these parents. See here they have put the checkerboard. For that they put the phenotypic illustration they done here. So just now what they done, two parents that took have. This is one parent, this is one parent. Both the parents are in homozygous in condition. As I said here, both the parents are in homozygous in condition. So that's why both the parents were written here as a homozygous condition. Now parental phenotype. What is the parental phenotype? Parental external character. What is the parent external character means? Parent external character is round shape and yellow color cotyledon. So two character. So this is one character, round yellow. They have been written here just here while illustrating round. This is the shape and this is the color of the cotyledon. What is the shape of the seed means? Shape of the seed is round. This is one character. What is the color of the cotyledon means? Yellow color in one parent. And another parent same. What is the shape of the seed means? Wrinkle. Opposite to round is the wrinkle and opposite to yellow is the green. So like that we have been written. So this is the phenotypic character. This is the what here phenotypic character is finished. Next we'll write the parental genotype. We will write what we will write parental genotype. So for that we have to write the gametes here. Round capital R is the round. Yellow means capital Y is the what here means yellow. What here means genotype here. In the same manner if you come to this case wrinkle smaller. So this is one character. Small y green. So this is one character. So these are the genotype for this phenotypic character. ये phenotypic character के genes कैसे हैं? ऐसे ही round कैसे, yellow कैसे, wrinkle कैसे, green के ऐसे. So here who is recessive? This parent is recessive and this parent is dominant. So two character is over. This is one character, this is one character. And another parent, this is one character, this is one character. So like that we took the two different characters we took here. Next we have to release the gametes. Gametes को release करेंगे. Both capital R will take one character. Capital R means what here? Capital R means round. So that's why we'll take the one allele from that homozygous means one allele. Capital R we took here. So in the same manner yellow color character. Capital Y is there. So we'll take only one Y we will take here. So that's why this is the gametes we have been released. Which are the gametes we released means gametes we released like that. In the same manner so wrinkle it is present. Smaller. In both smaller we'll take the one gamete we will take here smaller. And small y one gamete will take here. This is the Y. So like this we can release the gametes. So this is one gamete, this is one gamete. Now we'll get the F1 generation. If we do the cross करते we'll get the F1 generation. We'll get the F1 hybrid. हमें क्या मिलता है? F1 hybrid मिलता है. F1 hybrid is capital R small r. F1 hybrid is capital R small r, capital Y small y. So like that we got the F1 hybrid we got. In F1 hybrid among this who is dominant? Capital R is dominant. So capital R what it will indicate? Round shape it will indicate. So that's why round we have been written. So in this case what it will comes here? Capital Y small y. So who is dominant here? Capital Y is dominant. Capital Y what it will shows here? Capital Y it will shows here yellow color. इसके यहाँ से क्या आता है? Round yellow we will get here. What is the what shape phenotypic character of the F1 generation? F1 generation में phenotypic character क्या है कहता? Round yellow. So like how it is present in one parent. एक parent में this parent is round yellow, but alleles will be different. In both they are in homozygous in condition, but this is in a heterozygous in condition. कौन सी condition में है? Heterozygous condition, but this is in a homozygous in condition. So like that finally we got the F1 generation. So that concept only they have been told here. In F1 generation all the plants are heterozygous. F1 generation में हमने क्या मिलती है? F1 generation में we will get all the plants. How many plants? Here we shown only one plant, but how many children they will get in F1 generation? All the children will be in a round yellow shape only to be present. Round yellow shape में क्या आता है? तो present रहता है. So that means here producing round seeds with a yellow cotyledon. Heterozygous में क्या produce करता है? Round seeds with a yellow color cotyledons we will get. So this is the what term is character. Next, when F1 hybrid plants are subjected to self pollination, selfing, then F1 hybrid what we are doing? We are doing for the self pollination. Self pollination means selfing. Self pollination we are doing. Same F1 hybrid into F1 hybrid we are doing the self pollination we are doing here. So we will write the genotype for this one. So capital, this is the genotype of F1 and this is the genotype of the F1, both are same. So then we have to release the gametes. अभी हमें इसका gametes release करना, क्या भाई gametes release करना आपको देखेंगे. So that's why the gametes are capital R capital Y, capital R small y. So small r capital Y, small r small y. So these are the 4 different type of gametes will be produced in the what here produced in the to get the F2 generation here. So which contains the 2 genes. एक किस्म कहते थे दो genes आती. That is one gene for the shape of the seed and another gene is for the color of the cotyledon. इसमें एक gene क्या आता है? Shape of the seeds, round shape it is present. One gene it is showing what? One gene it is showing the shape of the seed. Another gene it is showing the color of the cotyledons it is showing. So same manner. So now F1 we have done the crossing we have done here. So these are the gametes genotype for this F1 generation and we will release the gametes. Gametes to release the gamete. First you will take this one, capital R, capital Y. Then capital R, small y. Here capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y are written. Then simultaneously small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Like this we have to release the gamete. Here also same manner. Capital R, capital Y. We have written one gamete. Capital R, small y. We have written. Same manner. Capital R, small r, capital Y. Small r, small y. Like this we have to, because they are in a heterozygous in condition. So here they are in a homozygous in condition. Just we release one gamete from that. But here they are in a heterozygous in condition. So 4 alleles will also be come here. So that like in this manner we can segregate it to each other. Now you know very well gametes has been released. Now it is time to put in the checkerboard. Which is the checkerboard? This is the checkerboard. So you have to write one parent here and one parent here. Wherever you want, you can write this one. Now we'll write the alleles for this one. Alleles. We have to do the, you write here, both are same only. Wherever you want, one parent you put here, another parent you put here. So next, capital R, capital R. Capital R, capital R. Capital Y, capital Y. Same manner, capital R, capital R. Capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, small r. Are you understand? Capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, capital R. Capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, capital R. Small y, small y. Next, capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y. So like this. Next, capital R, small y, small y. So next, capital R, small r. Capital Y, small y. So next, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Next, small r, capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, capital Y, small y. Like this. Next, capital R, small y, small y. Next, small r, small y, capital Y. That means you have to write the capital Y first. So small r, capital Y, small y. Next, small r, small y, small y. So finally we have written all the genotypes of this dihybrid cross. Next, you have to write the phenotypic characters. Just if you written and if you kept like that means here they will cut your marks. Next, what you have to do means let us write the phenotype character of this alleles. Capital R means what it will come? It will come round. And capital Y means what? Yellow. Round, yellow. Next, capital R means round. Capital Y, small y means who is dominant? Capital Y is dominant. So capital Y, which color it is holding? It is holding the yellow color. So small y, it will be in a recessive in condition. So that's why what we have to write? We have to write the yellow. Next, capital R, small r. So who is dominant here? Capital R is dominant. Capital R, what it is holding? It is holding the round. Small r, it is holding the wrinkle. But wrinkle, it will comes in a recessive in condition. So who is dominant? Capital R is dominant. So round. And small capital Y means both are dominated here. So which color it will comes? Yellow color. Next, so capital R, small r. Just now I said here, capital R, small r means round. Who is dominant? Capital R is dominant. So that's why capital R, what it is holding? It is holding the round color. Next, capital Y, small y means yellow color. Yellow color. Next, capital R means round. Capital Y, small y means yellow. Next, capital R means round. Small y means what it will shows? It will shows green color. Small y means what it is showing? It is showing the green color. Whereas capital Y means yellow color. So capital Y, small y means a green color. Green color, it will be in recessive condition. So who will be dominant? Capital Y, it will be dominant. So that's why I written here yellow color I written. Next, capital R, small r means round. And capital Y, small y means yellow. Yellow will be the dominant. Yellow. Next, capital R, small r means round. Small y means what it will shows? Wrinkle. Wrinkle not. Small y means green color. Small y, what it is showing? It is showing the green color, round green. Next, capital R, small r means round. Capital Y means yellow. Capital R, small r means round. Capital Y, small y means yellow. Small r means wrinkle. Capital Y means yellow. Then small r means wrinkle. Capital Y, small y means yellow. Next, capital R, small r means round. Capital Y, small y means yellow. Capital R, small r means round. Small y means green. Small r means wrinkle. Capital Y, small y means yellow. Small r means wrinkle. And small y means green. So like that, completely inside this checkerboard, we are written both the genotype also we are written, phenotype also we have been written. While you are writing, put this column in a big manner so that easily you can write both genotype and phenotype. Now we have to see the ratio. What is the ratio for this one? So ratio it will come. What is the ratio means? 9:3:3:1. So this is the phenotypic ratio. What is the phenotypic ratio means? Phenotypic ratio it will comes 9:3:3:1 it will come. So like that. So what is the dihybrid phenotypic ratio means? Dihybrid phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. That means round yellow 9, ground green 3, round yellow, wrinkled yellow 3, wrinkle green 1. So let us see, let us check out. Round yellow where it is present 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many? 9. So round yellow, how many should come? 9. So this is the phenotypic character. Just by seeing the phenotypic character, we are given this ratio. Genotype, it will comes another. So round yellow is 9 is finished. Next round green, it is there. Round green, which is the round green? This is one. Round green, this is one. This is one. And this one. Round green. This is a 3 round green, it will come. Next round yellow, round next which it will comes here? Next wrinkle yellow. Next which it will comes? Wrinkle yellow. Which are the wrinkle yellow? This one. This one. Wrinkle yellow. This one. And this one. Wrinkle yellow. 3 wrinkle yellow. So 3. So 3 is to 1. 3. Wrinkle yellow 3 is finished. 1, 2, 3. So here we will get the 3. Next, who is present? Wrinkle green. See, wrinkle green. So which is that? This is the wrinkle green. So this one is the wrinkle green. So how much we will get here? 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to excuse me. 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. So this is the phenotypic ratio. So this is the complete 9, this is the 3, and this is the 3, and this is the 1. So 9 is to 3 is to 1. So this is the phenotypic ratio. In your exam, they may ask you for one more question. Write the phenotypic ratio, write the dihybrid phenotypic ratio. Then that time you have to write the 9 is to 3 is to 3, 3 is to 1 by writing this round yellow, round green, wrinkle yellow, wrinkle green. Among that here, so 2 characters has appeared from the parents. Among these 2 characters has been appeared from whom? It is appeared from the parents. Which are the parental character? Parental character is round yellow. Which are the parental character? See, parental character is round yellow. One of the parent having the round yellow. So this is the one of the character of the parent. Another wrinkle green. Which is the another character of the parent? This is the wrinkle green. But these 2 character which we got here, it is a new combination. New character has been appeared. So that's why second law what it will states here? Second law it will states that, so what happens? New combination it will get appear. So that happen means, see here, I will repeat it another one time. When 2 factors for 2 or more pairs of contrasting characters are brought together in a hybrid, they assort, they distributed. Assort means what here? Distributed independently. You see, they are independently they have been distributed. Independently what they have been? Independently they have been distributed and result in the what here means formation of a new combination. Which is the new combination? This is the new combination. Round green is the new combination. Wrinkle yellow is the new combination. So round yellow it is present in the parents and wrinkle green it is present in the another parent. So they have been exchanged. Combination has been exchanged here. So what we got here? Round green we got here. See here, this is the new combination, it has been gone. So that's why the gametes will be independently, the alleles will be independently assort and they will produce a new combination. Round green is one new combination. Wrinkle yellow is one another combination. So like that we will get the new combination and results in the formation of a new combination of genes in the gametes. So in the gametes we will get the new combination. Mendel formulated this law by conducting a dihybrid cross in the garden pea. So he conducted this to explain this second law of independent assortment. So to explain this second law, he conducted the dihybrid cross, and by this cross, so he explained his second law of independent assortment. Independently the gametes will combine together. So here no one is telling here to combine. Independently these alleles only they are combining together to produce a new combination. So this is the second law it will states here. So next here we have been discussed about the phenotypic character of the dihybrid cross here. Next let us go for the genotypic ratio. What is the genotypic ratio of the what here means the dihybrid cross? Genotypic ratio it will come 1 is to 2 is to 2 is to 4 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1 is to 2 is to 1. So this is the genotypic ratio of the what means dihybrid cross. So 1. So which is the 1? Capital R, capital Y is the 1. That means yeah, genotype yes, genes are different here. Now phenotypic we are saying all are round yellow only, but here what they are means genes are different here. So here capital R round yellow, capital Y yes, capital Y round the yellow it is showing. So the one capital R, capital Y. So this it is showing. This is the genotype. Next round. This is also showing the round yellow. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. So this is the two. How many they are present? Two. Which is showing this type of gamete. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. See. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. So here it is one. Another one here. So this is the two types it is present. Two. 1:2 is over. Next another 2. So this is also showing the round yellow only. So capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Next where is capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Where is here is another. So capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. This is one type. 1:2, 2:2, 2:2. Then another one 4 round yellow. So which are 4 are heterozygous. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Remaining see 1, 2, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. So there one. Here is one. I'll write with this flower. This is one. This one. This one. And this one. So 4 are there. So how many are there? 4. Totally if you count all these things, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So totally. So phenotypic ratio, these 4 are round yellow only. But genotypic, we'll get the 4 different gametes we'll get here. Phenotypic, all are round yellow. We'll get 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 will get. But genotype are different of all these things. So they all having the different genotype. But phenotype is the same. So 9 is over. Next round green. So round green is how many there are? 3 there. So see capital R, small y, small y. Round green. So capital R, small y, small y. So this is 1. So 1 is over. Next another one round green they are given here. Capital R, small y, small y. So where are round green? Another round green here. Capital R, small y, small y. This one, another one round green. Capital R, small y. So this is 3 over. So like this. Next another what they are? Wrinkle yellow. So these are the 2 phenotypic character. 3. So that is round green, which will be comes in 2 different pattern. Next wrinkle yellow it will comes. Wrinkle yellow it will comes in another these 2 pattern. So wrinkle small r, capital Y. Where it is small r, capital Y, capital. Wrinkle yellow. This one how many it will comes? Only 1. Whereas 2 it will comes wrinkle green like this. Small r, capital Y, small r, capital Y, small y. So these are the 2. So totally how much here? 3 it will comes. 9:3:3:3. This is only 1. So where it will comes here? Wrinkle green. So in this manner, this is the genotypic ratio. 1:2:2:4. And this one 1:2. Wrinkle is 1:2. And green wrinkle is 1. So in this pattern you can keep remember. So this can split into 1:2:2:4. This you can split into 1:2. This can split into 1:2. And this always it will be 1. So total this is the genotypic ratio. So in your exam they may be asked you write the phenotypic and genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. They may be asked the question. So that time phenotypic ratio is 9:3:1. Genotypic ratio is 1:2:4:1:2 1:2 1. And along with that you have to write this gametes also. Then only you will get the marks. This is the ratio. And finally we'll come to the conclusion. So what is the conclusion means? So conclusion based on the result of the dihybrid cross. So experiment of Mendel's has given the second law of independent assortment as per the law. So according to this law what he will tell me is in FM generation law all the round phenotypically and double heterozygous genotypically. That means same combination as I said here. Finally what happened is second law only he will give the conclusion. What he will give here is so he will give that so the gametes the parents they will be having the characters that alias it will get segregate or they'll get combined to each other and they'll form produces a new character. So that's why we'll get the 9:1 ratio. So yellow round and green wrinkle is 9:1. But also the new combination, which is the new combination, yellow wrinkle and green round is the new combination. So which is the new combination? These 2 are the new combination. So that's why they have been given new combination which we got here is round every yellow wrinkle and green round, that is nothing but 3:3. This is the new combination we got here. And which is the parental combination we got here? 9:1. So these two are the parental combination. Parental combination means because already these characters are present in the parents. So 9:1 is the parental combination, and this is the new combination. So that's why they have been mentioned here. 3:3 is the new combination, whereas 9:1 is the parental combination. In F2 progeny showed not only the parental combination, but along with that even it shows the new combination. This new combination are produced due to the genetic recombination. New combination, how it has been produced means due to the genetic recombination. Genetic recombination means because the genes has been exchanged here. What happened means how we got the new combination means gene has been exchanged. Genes which will get exchanged, that condition we are calling it as a genetic recombination. So by independent assortment of the unit of factors. Factors means what here? Factors means gene. What is the meaning of factor? Factors means gene. So due to that one, the new character will be obtained. This recombination is called Mendel recombination. This recombination, what we are calling? This recombination we are calling it as a Mendel's combination, because the genes has been combined together and they form a new character. So that's the Mendel recombination we are calling. So this is the dihybrid class. But in your, while they ask in your exam is no need to write all this conclusion. Just what you have to write means you have to write this illustration you have to write. So you have to write the gametes and you have to put this illustration, and then only you will get the full marks. So you have to write all these things, you have to put the checkerboard, and then you have to write the ratio, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio of both. So you will get the completely full marks. 5 marks will ask this question, and this is one of the most important guarantee question, as I said in previous classes also. Compulsorily everyone you have to practice this one. So we completed this dihybrid class. Next in our next class let us discuss about the dihybrid test cross. So already monohybrid test cross we have been discussed. That means crossing the F1 hybrid with the recessive parent. In the same manner dihybrid cross we will discuss in our next class.